What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
What kind of ignorant shit is that?
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
You idiot, you fool!
Hey, dummy!
This is the Ignorance is Blessed podcast.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We're good? All right, we're just going to roll. I have like a couple random things I wrote down in case I can't remember.
Case you can't talk?
Yeah. Fuck
You've
you.
never shut up in your life. What are you talking
Fuck you.
If
No,
anybody,
so I can keep myself on topic if I get too crazy.
Okay, I was like, if anybody on the planet can just be a filibuster, it's you. you talk.
I should have gone into politics just for that.
How did you not?
I
I'm
considered
not saying this
it.
in a mean way. I'm just saying this in a way that you can
Yeah,
talk.
well, you know, we can't all be as quiet as you. Steph Tolev's on the podcast, everybody.
I'm a very mute woman.
Yeah, people are like, you know who's too quiet? That's what people say.
Yes.
They're like, I like Steph's comedy. I just wish she was a little louder.
Yeah. It's hard to hear. Hard
Yeah,
to see what I'm doing up
That's
there.
what people say about both of us. You
Yeah.
know, they're both kind of the strong, silent types.
Yeah. We're barely recognizable or memorable up there when we get out.
No, they're
No
just
one
like, ooh,
had any idea we did.
just a whisper of a human.
That's us.
You guys, listen, you know Steph from everywhere, Netflix, and
That's it.
that's it.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Netflix.
Netflix
and
is all that
everywhere.
matters.
Yeah.
Social media, she's been Comedy Central. You might recognize her from our podcast, Slobs, which is floating in the ether somewhere.
It's flopping around.
It's around.
It's around.
It's slobbing about
Yeah.
town. Still charting in the Czech Republic.
We're charting.
yeah.
Huge fans in the Czech
Yeah.
Republic. Yeah.
So thank you, or however you say that in Czechian. Anyway,
Okay. Where's the filibuster now? When you
Yeah.
need it?
to the notes.
To the notes. Can you imagine going to the notes that quickly in a podcast?
Imagine if it's completely different than every podcast we've ever done. I'm like super nervous. I'm like, so-
no idea what to ask me or talk to me about. I should mention I just came from the gym and can I show you the tip pic? I'll show you the tip pic that I just showed.
She's going to show me a tit pic that she just showed to the man who runs our gym. He's her trainer. He harasses everyone in the gym in a great way. They're good. That's a good
It's a
tit
good
pic.
pic. It's a good
They're a
pic. I show
solid
Elliot,
tit
but I don't
pic.
know him that well, and I might freak him the fuck out. I don't want to freak him out.
And if
this
you
so soon.
Venmo me $50, I'll...
You've never seen him. You've never seen him. You've never seen movies in your life. I can't be the first set of tits you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
No, no.
traumatizing.
It's-
You got to
it
start
is.
small.
Yeah, you got to start
saving.
small.
You're saving yourself for. You guys can't hear him, but he just said he's saving himself. Producer Elliot behind the camera.
Yes, he's saving himself to see his first set of
Grant
tits. And
Radish.
I cannot be the first one to do that.
No,
No, I can't take
that's-
someone's tit.
Yeah, those are honkers. Those are you gotta.
They're yabos. I like to call. I'm trying to bring yabos back.
No.
But I showed him. He's unwell.
Yabos? Is that from Anything But Now and Then?
Is it from Now and Then?
Yeah.
Is that where I got it from?
Teeny, the girl who becomes a movie star, goes. That says she wants to have big yabos.
That
or
must be where
something.
it is because I don't know why I've been saying this for years. Now it's making sense.
You like that movie?
I do like that
It's
movie.
one of my favorite movies
It's
of all
such
time.
a good movie.
I'll start crying right now. I don't
It is
give a
an
fuck.
amazing movie.
I was Roberta. Who were you?
It was Rosie.
Yeah,
I think I was too.
of course.
Yeah, what the hell?
Let's
No, you
Fist
were.
fight. No, I was. I mean, that's who I thought I was.
Yeah.
In reality, I was probably the one that was addicted to Twinkies. But
I can't remember. I definitely think I was Rosie. I was kind of like
tomboy. Yeah, me too.
as I sit here in a ripped
Yeah, I was
Budweiser
teeny.
tank that I made myself. Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
that's the original, by the way, when people are like, are you a Samantha or a Carrie? I'm a Samantha, but from Now and Then. I was gothic and I chain smoked.
Yes.
And at one point, my dad left and then I ended up in a sewer somehow. How did she end up didn't she end up in a sewer?
Did she? Maybe I'm not remembering this movie at all.
Anyways, this is very niche inside 90s.
It's like, I don't know this at all.
Speaking of niche things in the 90s, what I brought you on the podcast to talk about.
For
'cause-
one thing.
For one
We
thing.
get
and
right
one
into
thing
it. That's
only.
it.
I mean, I feel like if we don't get into it, we'll never get into it. And
Okay.
that's why I have the notes, because you and I
Okay.
could talk about fucking dust.
Look,
And
I already
anything.
talked about my breasts right away.
We've seen her tits. We've
'Cause
seen.
I'm trying to have sex with a trainer. This has been a long going thing.
Yeah,
I'm still
she's
trying
trying to have sex with a trainer, any trainer. A
This
man who
was-
runs a train?
Yeah,
Are you a
yeah,
conductor?
Oh, I love the fucking conductor. Toot,
Yeah.
toot. Take me for a ride in the caboose.
Toot,
I love
toot.
toot me in. I'd love to do it.
Toot toot, take me for a ride in the caboose.
Yeah.
You heard it here. She's on
You
the
heard it
market,
here
people.
first.
She's gonna dance into your life. Okay,
Speaking of the 90s, yes.
you are a Highland. Is it like a cult where you're always in Highland Dancing?
I was a competitive Highland dancer from the age 3 to 18.
3.
And I'm not. I have video footage of me at 3 years old. So I'm not just saying 3 for no fucking reason.
Oh, you're gonna have to send that to me, and I'm inserting it.
I will.
I
I
can't.
have. If there's one thing you need, I have Highland Dancing footage. I have several.
Yes.
I have several clips we can add in here.
Stay tuned to the end if you're watching. Every episode's now on YouTube. If you're just using your ears and you want to use your eyes.
You should use your eyes and your ears.
Yeah.
If you have both.
Yeah. Don't waste them.
Nah,
Some
you
people
know
don't.
what? Use every sense you have. Poor Helen Keller. My mother.
Great dancer.
My mother is a teacher. So here's what happened.
Okay, so she was already in it.
So my mother went to a birthday party. We're not Scottish. Let me open with that. No
Okay,
one's
'cause
Scottish in my family.
That was eventually not even
Yeah.
like a little bit.
No one's Scottish. We're Bulgarian. I think English, maybe a little on my grandma's side. No Scotland at all.
So the opposite of Scottish, really.
Yeah, no Scottish. So my mother was at a birthday party when she was a kid. I think she was like 8 or 9. There's a Highland dancer at the birthday party. My grandma went, "You're going to start doing this."
Oh, your grandma
my
saw it. And she's
grandma
like, you could do that.
Forced my mother into it. My mother started doing it. My mother loved it.
Thank
my
God.
mother dropped out of high school to pursue teaching Highland dancing. So my mother started teaching when she, I believe, got her full teachers when she was 19 years old. My grandma converted her basement into a dancing school. So my mother has been teaching teaching, judging, examining Highland dancing since she was 19 years old.
She dropped out of high school to teach.
Yes,
You could have finished high school.
she could have finished high school.
Wait,
Yeah.
so what was it taking off so much? She's like, well, who's going to train dancers during the weekdays?
I don't know really. I think she wasn't good in school, didn't care, and she was also competing a lot on weekends.
Oh, she was
So
just
she
like,
doing
I don't need
competitions and
this.
stuff. Yes,
I'm going to do this.
and I think she wanted to do that. And you don't really need any schooling to be a Highland dancing teacher.
Whoa.
It's specific. It's such a fucking niche thing.
Wait, did she drop out of school to teach, or did she drop out of school to compete and then was like, well, I guess I have to teach if I
think
want
it
to
was
make money?
no. I think it was to teach.
I was just wondering if it's like,
yeah, I
how
don't know.
Some people who try our careers trajectory.
No, I think it was just like I think she realized like I think if I really knew I wanted to be a comedian when I was like 16, I liked school, so I wouldn't drop out. But I think she just,
Yeah.
she's like, well, I don't
She's-
need this.
this is all I
This is
want.
all I want to do. This is it. This is my
She
career.
found her thing.
She found her thing.
Good for her.
Yes. So
Converted
I had no
a
choice.
basement. You
Converted a basement. My grandma's basement was all mirrors, hardwood floor. They put railings in, like little arm things, like little
So like
railings.
the dancer railings.
Yeah, the dancer railings all in the basement. And my mom taught like younger kids so they wouldn't hit the ceilings because they're low ceilings. Basement in East York, Toronto, and then my mom was teaching hardcore, and then I, of course,
Was born.
I was born.
And
Tiny,
she's-
a large Bulgarian blob came out of my mother, and she thought, yeah, let's make this woman with 9.5 size feet at the age of 10 do Highland dancing. It made no sense. So
Our competitive Highland dancers typically
very small,
tiny.
thin, tiny, spry.
Typical
Maybe not
dancer,
thin.
like gymnasty.
Yeah, gymnasty. Highland dancers are very strong because we jump on our feet, usually 1 foot at a time, for an entire dance. So 1.5 to 3
You're
minutes,
peg
you're jumping.
legging around.
You're jumping nonstop.
That's
you're
why
on
you
the-
got calves of steel.
That's why I have calves of steel. That's the one thing people, whenever they see me wearing shorts, like, what are those fucking legs? I'm like, I literally Highland dance my whole life.
wow.
So I'm talking, when I say whole life, I mean
From 3.
from 318. I had classes because my mom's a teacher. I had to take all the lessons for no fucking reason. So I'd wait for my sister after school. We'd walk up to the church. My mom taught at this church near our house. So every day I'd walk up my sister to the dancing class. We'd have our dinner out of a little fucking like microwave fucking chicken fingers and fries.
We
I'd
gotta
sit
dance.
there. We gotta dance. I'd eat that. We'd have our class. We'd wait for mom
Every
to be
day.
done. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we had 100% classes. Sometimes when I was younger, I was a bit better. So my mom would have private lessons with me.
Oh, was she like, you're going to be a star?
Oh, she thought I was when I was 9. I'd come home, and this is so fucked up. I'd come home during my lunch
She
break.
tried to Michael Jackson, Tiger Woods
Oh, yeah.
you into being the greatest.
Lunch break. I had no fucking friends because my school was down the street from my house. So literally, when I was 9 years old, every single lunch break, I'd have to come right home.
You had to
I'd-
walk home
I'd
for
w-
lunch?
I was so close.
Oh.
I'd walk down the street. I would Highland dance, and I'd eat a can of ravioli, and I'd go back to school. I had no
Chef
friends.
Boyardee
Yeah,
ravioli?
mhm.
Oh, I love that stuff. But you're probably traumatized by it.
I am traumatized by it. Now. I see it, and I'll fucking gag.
So she's like, come home. We're
Come
doing
home.
private dancing.
Mhm.
When did you start competing?
When I was 3.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you
3?
can start that young. Yeah, there's primary. There's like the youngest. Oh, and you're little babies. You're up there. You're mucking around. It's very cute.
what?
The 3,
Were
3,
you like
4 years-
5 feet tall when you were 3, just knocking kids down?
I was good. I was really from 3 to 9. I was fucking good.
Yeah.
I won a lot.
What happened at 9?
grew
You said
in-
from 3 to 9. What
I grew
happened?
into my body.
Oh.
All of a sudden, I became
You
my dad.
Sprouted.
I literally became. I have my dad's fucking whole body. My dad's feet, back, tits. I became my father. I literally became my dad, and it was not a dancer's body.
Oh,
Moki.
Moki's upset that you You hit puberty.
I hit puberty
She
and I
wanted you
turned
to
into a
dance.
man. That's what happened. I had
But
yeah.
you kept going for
I kept
9 more
going.
years.
I had to go. So yeah. So the most fucked up part is that my mom kind of made my dad get into it. So my dad had to help out with competitions. So
I
we'd
thought you
run
meant
competitions.
he started dancing.
No, he could though. He knows all the dances.
Oh.
My dad would announce at the Highland Dancing competitions.
Oh, was that
Me
his big
He'd get into it.
Yeah,
He'd get really into it.
of course.
Of course he got into it.
That's
And
how you
then
became a comedian.
we would have to go at 6 a.m. every Saturday morning and help set up these competitions. I'd have to line the kids up before they went up. I'd have to do registration. It was like our whole life
Was
was
revolved
dancing.
around Highland
Yeah.
dancing.
Every weekend. Every fucking weekend.
Every weekend.
Every weekend there's a competition somewhere. We would drive an hour outside the city. It'd be in Toronto. We'd drive to Michigan. A lot of competition in Michigan. We'd fly to like North Carolina. Like every fucking weekend. I don't remember a weekend I had off when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you love it at least for a little while?
No. No.
No?
Not really.
Did you think you loved it or like try to convince yourself you loved it because you knew your mom loved it?
I think there was a chunk there. And then I started to realize that my mom really wanted me to take over the dancing school and teach for her. And I was like, this is not going to happen.
Oh. But she's like, this
not
is my
gonna happen.
legacy.
This is my legacy. And then I started teaching for her in high school. I had like 3 or 4 kids. And I would teach in our basement, my parents' basement.
How popular is Highland dancing?
It's weirdly fucking super niche,
Like,
but popular
But
in its own little thing.
okay. Okay. Can you explain to me what is Highland dancing? Because I think a lot of
Yes.
people I think of
River
and-
dancing.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So river dancing is all arms straight down, feet are facing forward. Highland, everything is turned out, everything is unpointed. Like, so your knees, everything's turned to the side, and you have one arm up at a time.
Okay.
Or 2
So
arms up together, and then always
the
a
arms are
fist.
still not moving; they're just somewhere
They're
else.
up or they're down in a fist, and it's every move is very like sporadic, and you're wearing kilts, and it's with the bagpipes. So there's
Okay.
always, for the dancing competitions, there's always a live bagpiper. So there's always a man on stage, and one of them turned out, Glenn, you know you are a fucking creep. Turned out to be like fucking cheating on a bunch of fucking. He was like milling around.
Sleeping with all the
sleeping with the
Highland
dance
dance
moms.
teachers?
Oh yeah, dance
Ew.
moms, disgusting. Glenn.
Ew!
I'm not gonna say his last name in case he's listening,
Just
but he's a disgusting
pig in a
pig.
fucking
Pig in a kilt behind
kilt.
us, blowing, just staring at you. He always made me sick. He was always like sweating. There's one big vein to his neck would be pulsing, made me sick. And like
he's
you're
just
you're-
winking at moms.
Oh, he's so
with
gross.
his ball sweat wafting
Oh,
in
ball
the air.
and no hair, and he was always soaked even before he started. I was like, "What's wrong with this guy?" But you didn't wear.
Glenn.
Glenn was so gross. Glenn, ugh. There's always you just wear underwear. So when you turn, you have to wear black underwear. You turn. I feel like there's perverts in the crowd like staring.
Ew!
Yeah,
Did you
there's a
get
lot of
attracted like
sickos.
perverts probably?
Oh yeah, there was a person, especially because a lot of them were at the outside of the so some were in like gymnasiums or whatever fucking high school
Yeah.
auditoriums on weekends,
Just
but then
people who
some were like
wandered by.
yeah, disgusting pigs. Some were in the Highland Games, so those were fucking fun.
Okay, what's the Highland Games?
So Highland Games are fucking crazy. So there's a whole bunch of events. There's the caber toss. There's like foot races. There's
Are these in the Highlands?
no, they're like in literally all across
all over.
America and all across. Also,
Is it all
in
at the same
Scotland.
time, or is it just like?
No, like sporadically, like on a weekend. Like we should have gone to one. Wait, we should
When
go.
was
We can
it?
go
When
in,
is it?
actually we can go in February.
I
I'll
would
take you to
go.
the Queen Mary. There's the Queen Mary for a weekend. I'll get us in.
I'll get
take
us
you.
in. I know some
Hey,
people.
well, I'll get us in.
Hey,
No,
you
I'll-
know me. And then she lifts up her skirt, and there's just like a weird fucking
I took Susan. We can take Moki.
brand
Dogs
on
are
her thigh
allowed.
of a shoe.
Oh, it's disgusting. No,
Kilt,
we should
I'm sorry.
definitely go. But it's full. It's full. There's a bunch of events. There's
Okay.
like
What did you say there was?
caber toss.
What the fuck is that?
It's caber toss is when you literally throw a large, like looks like a telephone pole, and you have to like hold it from the bottom, the base, and you throw it up in the air, and you have to get it over one time. So you throw
you
it
have to
up,
have it loop.
loop one time.
Okay.
But most people can't do that.
So
But men
it's
and women can compete,
it's
but it's mostly men.
a javelin with the weight of a shot put, and
Mhm.
you're trying to flip it.
Yes, but there's also shot put. They also have like this thick, what's that thing called? Like a
The shot.
yeah, they have a shot put thing like that.
Like
they have this
the
other like
trench
little
pole.
trench pole. Yeah, they have another like kettlebell thing they do. And then there's piping competition. So there's pipe bands. So it's the drums, the everything, the big fucking bass thing, the
Do
full
they all
pipes.
have bagpipes?
They all there's bagpipes. There's like 12 bagpipers, 3 or 4 drummers, big bass guy, and they all compete. They all play together. It's fucking crazy.
There's just one guy with a crack pipe.
Oh yeah, there's there's a lot of.
I'm
Fucking,
a piper too, and you're like, who let him in here?
and
Ah,
he's always there. He's so fucking gross. There, I piped for a
His
year.
teeth look like little kilts.
Yeah.
You piped?
My mother and most of my mother wanted me to get become a bagpiper. So for 1 year, I tried, and you start on a chanter. It's like a small little thing. It sounds horrendous. My dad would literally go in the attic and put headphones on and blare like Zeppelin over me. Be like, it was like such an.
You scared the
I
dog.
scared the dog. It's so bad. And I thought my teacher was a pervert because he'd always be looking at my boobs, but that's where your fingers are. So I would wear like 3 hooded sweaters, and I'd be fucking melting. I'd be like trying to play it. I'm like my fingers are sweating
Passing
off.
out. What?
Disgusting.
Quit looking at my tits. Hey everyone, look at my tits.
I hate. Yeah, hey, look at
Boy,
except
if things
except
change.
Michael. Don't look at my tits. But then yeah, so I practiced for a year. I did 1 competition. I came in 4th out of 5.
And so then is that
I
why
was
you
so
quit?
bad. Yeah, I was so bad. The finger grouping on a chanter. There's this one move where it's like holding it's like a
It's like a recorder,
Yes.
but like more holes.
but more holes, and the bottom one you have this thing where
Me
you have
too.
to flick your pinky finger. Like you literally have to go down and flick it up. And that, as you're playing with the other fingers, your pinky, it made no sense. I don't know how. If you watch closely, like Piper's playing, and plus you're doing the bag, the blowing, and the thing.
Oh, you're doing this?
because you're blowing to the bag.
Oh, in my mind, you just had a pipe.
No, you have the pipe. Well, this, and then you
Oh,
have
that's what
all
you
the
start
things.
on.
You start on this, and it's a whole
But
thing.
then you add bags.
Yeah. And then so my parents bought me used bagpipes. Disgusting. And
Ew,
Michael, my
it's just
teacher,
filled with spit.
well, my teacher.
Jizz.
This is how I quit. Michael opens the things up and goes, "Oh, let's wet the reed." I go, "Oh, I'll do it." He's like, "Oh, I got it." Takes out my, sucks it
Ew.
off, sucks it off,
Ew.
and I'm talking like it's like this long. No, I swear to God, he gave it head, and I went, "Oh my God!" I remember living. I remember vividly. Even my golden retriever at the time was like, "Ugh," like we were both disgusted. He goes, "Your turn." I go, "I don't actually
No,
feel well anymore,
Moki.
Michael." I'm like, I kind of. Moki hates Michael too. Moki. Anyways, long story short, my dad came downstairs and he's like, "How the bagpipes going?" I go, "I quit." And he's like, "What?" And I went, "Michael sucked off the reed like a cock."
You said
to my
that?
father's face, and he went,
Wait, how old were you?
I think 16.
Okay.
And my dad went, "Okay, yep, you don't have to play anymore. That's it." And I never opened the bagpipes. We sold them.
That's
I never played again. I
That's
swear to God, it was
disgusting.
disgusting. I was fucking traumatized. I was like, and he like he was deep throating his fucking reed.
How
It was
does anyone
bad.
think that that's normal?
Well,
Well.
they were fucked up. His kids would quit every day. They'd call my mom crying on the answering machine, like, "We don't deserve you. We're never coming back." And then the next day they'd both be at class, like nothing happened. And I was like, odd.
Oh,
Yeah, something
So
was going on there.
he's
Something was going on in that family.
a
Something was
psychopath.
going on in that family.
that's unhinged.
Dance moms also are so unhinged.
Really? Even so, I mean, everyone, not everyone, but there's that show, Dance Moms. But
It's
Highland Dance Moms
fucking
are,
crazy.
yeah.
Especially like so every year we go to Scotland for the World Championships. So it's like all the biggest competition of the year.
And did you make it there?
Absolutely not. I was so bad. I never even qualified to participate.
Oh, I
I
thought
was
you were gonna
so
make.
bad.
Of course, I did.
No, I was not good, and it sucks because all my friends were really good. Here's a big thing too. My mom had a dancer that won the world championships, I believe, 12 times consecutively. She's
Oh,
literally in the Guinness Book of Records. No other Highland dancer has ever even come close to this record.
and your mom trained her.
My mom trained her. Like the only other time it's happened is one guy won it 3 years in a row. She literally won it 12 years in a row. So from when she was like 10 to like 20, she kept winning, which is unheard of.
So your mom's on a high.
My
horse.
mom's on. Oh, she's on the highest horse.
the highest Highland horse in the
She's
land.
Highland. But
I'm
also,
sorry, that
like,
sounded Irish.
people come
One-
for her. Come
Don't
for
come for me, one Scottish guy watching this, jerking
Yeah.
off in a corner.
Under his kilt.
Michael? Okay. Glenn? All right.
Glenn and Michael are disgusting. Yeah. So she had this very good dancer. So I think she thought me and my sister were going to be good. My sister also wasn't very good. We both were good when we were 9. My
Then-
sister's better than I was, but
Was that a point of animosity?
I never cared.
She would, yeah. Well, you guys weren't like Venus and Serena, where you're like
We were,
"I
and
can
anything
be
else.
The best.
No, we played. We ran cross country, and I was in grade 12 and she was in grade 9. And the first year we ran the same race, and I faked a stomachache because I knew she was going to beat me. And I like,
You
I
pussy.
did. I rolled down a
Just
hill.
Steph in a
I
nutshell.
really sold it.
Oh,
was
I
like,
can't make
"My
it.
stomach." Oh yeah, it was bad.
I think I'm dying.
But dancing, I don't give a shit. I was like, I knew she's better than me. She said,
And you're like, good. Maybe I
I
can
go for it.
quit.
I would want to quit so bad. I finally quit when I was 18 because I'd show up to the dancing competitions hungover. I'm like so hungover. I'm like barfing in the bathroom. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
You're like, it's making me drink.
No, and I also wasn't good. I started like not even placing. I'm like, there's no point. I'm not getting anything. I'm embarrassed.
Did that affect your self-esteem, having to keep doing it and you didn't like it?
No, I didn't care. I don't know why. I never cared about dancing at all. I went because to be
You
honest,
just were
this
like,
is
I
so-
know this is the thing I have to do. My heart's not in
And
it,
also,
whatever.
I'm not. This is so piggy, but I knew that the day of the competitions, I'd get to eat a lot because we ran the snack bar at the back. So I'd have like a bunch of chips and donuts and hot dogs.
Oh,
And I
that's
was
the
like,
best.
No, I'd pig out all day. So
dude,
I
as
knew,
a kid, I'd be like, dude, unlimited hot dogs.
and because I was dancing so much, I wasn't gaining weight.
Yeah.
So I was a fat blob. I was just pigging out. I'm eating full bag of chips for going on stage. And then when we traveled, like the dancing trip, Scotland especially, we got it was a trip. I got to go to fucking Scotland every year, hang out with my friends. I had good dancing friends.
Did you gain a bunch of weight when you quit dancing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I turned 19 and I
It's
stopped.
like the freshman 15.
Ooh yeah. We porked it on. Porky pig. We got real thick.
Well, because you keep eating at the same rate. I mean, I was a high school athlete, and then you're like, oh, I guess I was burning all that off.
Oh, you're burning it off, and then you realize you're a glutton.
What?
Oh yeah, I gained a lot. I think I was like I probably gained 30 pounds.
What did you do? You're like, I gotta get back into dancing.
I did for a bit. I was like, I literally was like, I should go back to dance classes. I tried starting over the
you're
pandemic.
Stomping around with your.
Fuck. I tried. I did one.
Did you just say you started again during the pandemic?
I started dancing in my house in the pandemic by myself. I'd play because I remember all the dances, so I'd play like fucking bagpipe dances. It's such a good workout. It's the best workout I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Oh my god, it's insane. You
Really?
jump nonstop. You use your whole body. You jump nonstop.
Covered in sweat.
You're covered in sweat, and it's so intricate, and it's like you're moving your body in different ways.
Like
It's
little muscles. And
yeah.
How long does like a typical dance go on?
like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But then you're warming up beforehand. You're jumping around beforehand. Then you get ready for the next dance. So every competition normally has 4 dances.
4 dances.
Yeah. So the classic one is like the fling, sword, chartreuse, and reel. And the sword, you literally have to dance over a sword. So this people always ask for the sword dance. They see in Braveheart, whatever. It's literally a sword. You don't cut yourself. It's not that sharp.
It's a fake sword.
Well, it's actually a real sword.
Has
But you have
anyone?
to-
There's never been an accident.
I
No one's
think
ever
there has.
slipped and hit their Achilles and passed away on stage and bled out.
I don't think anyone's died. Oh no, I saw a guy faint on stage once. A girl faint in the middle of a dance. Oh yeah, in Scotland.
No.
Oh yeah, it was great.
It was great.
No, it was the best. I was like, this is primo content.
Ha ha.
Yeah, because the one guy kept playing. I'm like, you stop the dance. They finally stopped.
It's just
Woman
it's like that
lying on her back.
fucking
Yeah.
Wasn't that in Superstar where her family got like trampled to death in a dancing competition?
Did they?
Yeah, or I think it was Molly Shannon's family. It's either could have been Riverdance. It was one of the two, and her parents just got stomped to death. Like the music
That's
wouldn't
so
stop, and they
funny.
kept dancing.
That's hilarious. I didn't realize you talked about Riverdance in the movie. Yeah, there's no Highland dancing movies. I think there's references to some things. And I think Mike Myers makes some references here and there because he's Scottish, but
Oh yeah.
there's no actual.
Do you think there should be?
I'm trying. I'm
You're
getting
trying?
one in the works here.
Like
I'm
a
trying here.
comedy?
Yeah, it's got to be comedy.
Yeah. Where's the?
I want it to be like Blades of
I
Glory.
was just
but
gonna
me.
say
Yeah,
that.
It's
Maybe
a Blades of
maybe
Glory.
you've said.
I
This
probably
to me.
have said this before.
It's
yeah,
like we
yeah.
need like the Blades
Yeah.
of Glory of it.
Blades of Glory Highland version of me coming back, having like the whole like trying to win against her nemesis, whatever the fuck it is.
Like you're retired and you're coming out of.
Yes, yeah, I'm
Oh,
87 years old.
That's
Um,
so funny.
but yeah, the sword dance was the only dance I was good at because if you had to dance over it, and if you nicked the sword and the judge saw you, you got.
But you were good at not
Just-
making.
I was I could not
Sweet.
hit it.
Wait, what are the other ones? The sword, but then there's these other
The
ones.
fling, the Highland fling.
Yeah.
It's like the most classic. So anytime you Google Highland dancing, the Highland fling is probably what you're watching.
Yeah. I had a Highland fling. I didn't.
If I teach you something, I'll teach you the first step of the Highland fling. That's what I teach everybody.
So you might teach me something if we have time.
That's what I teach everybody. The chartreuse is I don't know. They're weird. That's one. It's supposed to be like kicking off your trousers. Sean kicks off. It's very bizarre. It's all like weird Scottish. And then the Highland reel, that one's fun because you get to actually like pivot with people in the middle.
Oh,
You
it's like
kinda,
the Virginia reel.
kind of.
but
Yes,
Scottish.
yes. And you're like flipping people around. And I would piss people off. I'd tickle their armpits. And people that I hated, I knew were good. I'd fuck with them when they were dancing. Oh yeah, I was a piece of shit. I like
you
literally.
asshole.
Oh, I was so bad. Some of my friends were really fucking good, and their moms would take me aside and go, "Don't talk to Katie today. This is a very big competition. Leave her alone in the lineup." And I'd be like, "Oh, okay, chill,
And then you
chill."
don't
And then
antagonize
and then
them.
I would, and then they'd get so mad at me because I'd make my friends laugh in the line because I knew
That's-
I was dog shit. And I wasn't gonna win anyways. I'm like, oh,
So you're like,
fucking
whatever.
win.
I'm just gonna ruin everybody else's day.
Mm.
If I can't be happy, nobody can.
This is my favorite dancing story.
Yes. Tell me.
So it was in Scotland, and this was the qualifying to get into the Worlds. Swords coming up. I knew I could place in sword if I wanted to. I just ordered a baked potato. Now they have this baked potato
I'm
truck.
sorry. What?
They
You're
have-
about to do the biggest competitive dance, and you're like, I'll take a loaded potato.
And it's the best potato I've ever had in my life. They have coleslaw, baked beans, cheddar cheese, chives. I remember this potato so well. So I order the potato. I get back to my seat. They call my group, and I'm like, "Mom, I want to eat my potato." And I'm like 17. She's like, "You're doing the sword," and I'm like, "I want my potato."
you
And I want it
fucking
now.
brat.
I'm a fat pig. And she's like, "You're doing the sword dance," and I go, "Fine. I'm hitting the sword in the second step. so my potato doesn't get cold. I couldn't wait.
I couldn't wait 2
minutes.
2 minutes to eat a potato covered in coleslaw.
I go up. I
You
tell
threw
everyone.
the dance.
I threw the dance. I tell everyone in line. They're like, "Yeah, right, Steph." I go, "I will."
Were you dancing as a group?
No, you dance individually, but you go up at 3 at a time.
So
So
does
3
you-
dancers at once are on stage, 1 judge,
Do
or 1 or 3
you
judges.
do you get judged among the 3 of you, or
We're
individual?
all individual.
okay?
So in every
So
dancing
you
group,
didn't
there's
fuck
usually
up anybody else's
no.
dance for a potato.
No. There's usually 10 to 20, 25 people in every group, and the top 6 place. So every dance, top 6
And you're like,
place.
I could make the world.
And I knew I wasn't make the worlds, but I went up and I did the first step, best first step out of my life. I hop into the sword. The first step's around the outside of the sword. The second step, you're in over the sword. I step in. I do a huge hit, big hit, and I go, well, and then I fix the sword and you bow and walk off stage. And everybody in line was like they could not actually believe I threw the sword dance for my potato. And then I walked back to the stands, and my mom was so fucking mad. She was like, all her friends were dying
It's
laughing.
like,
but
this
she
was like your last
she's like,
opportunity.
we flew to Scotland, and you're hitting the sword to eat a fucking potato, you gluttonous pig.
Oh, this was at the World.
Oh
Games.
yeah, this is the yeah. But
I thought you were saying you were qualifying
no,
like
you
in
had to
Canada.
No, this is in Scotland.
You flew across the globe to compete at the highest level.
I wasn't good though. I was never gonna qualify, even if I didn't hit the sword.
Is that a little bit why you hit the sword? Is because you thought like, I'm not gonna make it.
I was
At least
never
I'll
gonna make
have like. Is this like when you got the stomach ache with your sister, where you're like, at least I could be like, I did it for the
No,
potato.
I knew the Highland dancing is the one thing I knew I was dog shit at, and I never acted.
You were
differently.
at the World Games. You must have been okay
No, I was there because my mom had all good dancers, and I just went for the free ride. To be honest,
for the fucking
I
potato.
went for the potato. Honestly, it's the best flavor of my life.
That's
If I could recreate this potato right now, I would.
all
It was
right.
so good.
We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit more about the potato. I'm gonna ask you a few more questions, and then maybe we'll clear stuff out, and I'm gonna try to get you to teach me how to do one step.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Okay, so you had this potato every year.
Every year we went to get this potato.
Yeah.
Okay, the potato truck was right behind where the Highland Games was. This is Cowell, Scotland. It's called Cowell Highland Games.
Like Simon.
Exactly like Simon Cowell. And apparently this year the potato guy was gone. My mom was very upset. We
She
got a
texted
stern
you.
text saying the potato man's gone. I'm pissed.
There's nothing to live for. So you'll never return to the Highland Games now.
You know what? The Highland Games also was very. I have a joke with this. I don't do anymore because it's very specific. Men don't wear underwear under the kilts.
Excuse me?
There's no underwear.
Do men compete?
The dancers do, but
Oh.
the men in all the pipe bands, it's all kilts.
And are they up on a stage?
Oh, they're walking around, and so I'm on these bleachers, and I'm underneath these bleachers. My friend goes, "Steph."
Underneath the bleacher? What? Eating a second potato?
Yeah,
Why are
I
you
was
under
there.
the bleachers?
I was probably horny second potato, and my friend's like, look up, and I'm like, well, my friend Nicola, she was bad. She was a bad influence, and I looked up, and there's this guy, and he saw me, and my friend, looking and laughing at his dick and balls dangling, and then he goes, oh yeah, and started swinging it around. We were 9 or 10.
Oh my god! I
we
thought you were
young.
like 18.
No. I was very young.
Ew.
It was disgusting. Scots are. You mean
Dude,
they're all
that's
drunk,
fucking
too?
Nasty.
they're so fucking gross?
Scotsman.
They're all because there's beer tents too, so
He
everyone's
probably
drinking
thought it
all
was
day.
so funny.
Oh, he did, and we were
Oh,
like,
you
screaming.
love it, you little perverts.
Yeah, and we were like, please no. Oh my god.
Oh my
okay.
god.
No,
Sorry
it
if I
was
explored your
literally.
ears.
It was literally disgusting. Lot of dick and balls. Lot of drink. I mean, I wish now I went back now when I was drinking because I'd have way more fun.
We should go. We should take
go.
a trip there.
Excuse me. No, we're gonna go to fucking the Highland Games out here,
All right, yeah.
February 11th. I remember that.
But are they gonna have the potatoes? I guess they're gone everywhere.
There's no potatoes, but we can get a lot
February
of that stuff.
11th.
At the
Highland
Queen Mary
Games.
in Long
Can you
Beach.
just? Do you have to compete to get into those? Could you just sign up?
I probably could compete,
Let
but
me ask
there's
you
no
this.
way in hell. Nothing
Could
fits
you
me.
get me in shape?
No.
To compete and lose, but just to compete,
I could, but
you won't.
you would. I don't know who's your age group. Like, you're a
20
beginner.
to 25.
They don't have that age group for beginners because you start usually young.
Yeah.
So I don't even
There
know
goes
what
my
age
dream.
group.
The whole ruse of me bringing you on here. Do you think you could do it? Could you throw yourself in there?
I could, but I wouldn't place.
I think you should do it.
I don't want to do it.
What if you do place?
I won't place.
I mean, how many people could possibly be left?
Oh, there's a lot. There's girls older than me. They're still doing it. I'm like, get a life. you
Yeah, but
loser.
what if they had an accident? On the way in.
Okay, Tanya Harding.
Yeah. Is there a
You take
Tanya
the
Harding?
caper, you're just fucking bashing these women.
Whoops-a-daisy.
I tell you what I would do. I would train for the caper toss.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, the women's one's lighter than the men's. That I
Really?
would do. Oh, yeah.
Why don't you start doing that?
I think I should.
Yeah, it'll be
Maybe
funny.
I'll actually ask Linda. I think that I would
Linda?
do.
What is she, a pro caper
Linda
tosser?
helps run the thing down in San Diego.
Oh, you know her?
I know people in dancing, okay? I know I got the ins in the dancing world, okay? I got the ins, I got the outs, I got the arounds.
Speaking of arounds, you ever try to recreate that potato?
I honestly, I think I did back when I was in college. That's why I was
You like got some coleslaw.
was never the same.
You spent a year just
Just
like
trying because I think they had a special oven back there. It was so crispy the outside. God, it was a good potato. Butter too.
I want a
butter
baked potato
so good.
right now.
We're gonna have
So, like with other types of dancing, and I'm mostly thinking of what I've heard about, specifically ballet, but there's a lot of body image, eating disorder stuff.
Mhm.
Does that go around in the Highland community?
not as much, no.
No.
But I will say it was always very weird, because Highland, after you're wearing like a vest or like a jacket, and when you're done, you take it off, and it would be a bunch of girls in like a sports bra and this little dicky thing,
Oh.
and all the dads are just like they get in their underwear and bras, and men are just staring. Like it's a very
Ew.
yeah, it was very creepy, and I would notice all the dancing dads looking like. Thank God I didn't have. I was like a box. It was like a fucking refrigerator walking around. Like I had no
Quit
tits or
checking
anything.
me out.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have a little potato on you.
I have a full potato on my ass. No, they were. I would watch dads check out dancers, and it really grossed me out.
Ew.
But I never had. I had a body image. Some of my friends were smaller than me, but I was still like looking back now. I'm like, I wasn't even fucking.
You weren't like, ew, I can't believe they're checking her out. But also, I can't believe nobody's checking me out.
Yeah, it's not as bad as ballet because ballet, I think the teachers are much more. But I think dancing,
They're mean.
Highland,
Ballet
because
teachers
you're
are mean.
there's so much stamina. Like you're jumping so much, you need more calories. You need to have fucking substance in you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that's so funny that like I got.
Not a lot of fat dancers though. I will say that there weren't a lot. I was definitely one of the biggest in my
You
age
can't
group.
be fat. Your
No, and I
ankles
wasn't
would
even
just
big.
be riddled.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
You're not good when you're bouncing
it
too
hurts.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a couple girls with like huge jugs, and they beat jugs because they're like stuffed into these jackets. And it's like it's too
You
much.
got big Scottish bodies.
Big Scottish
I'm just
jugs.
thinking of Mrs. Doubtfire, which isn't fair. That person was neither really a woman nor Scottish. But that's
all
what
the
I'm just
Scots that
picturing.
dance were very small, very tiny feet. And that's not a problem. I have big
Tiny feet.
tiny feet are good. You actually let's see the arch.
You want to see the arch?
I want to see the arch.
All
Let's
right,
see if you'd
let
be a
me
good
see the
dancer here.
arch.
Let's see if you'd
Right.
be. Oh, Moki thinks. Oh, you breathe full. Oh, it's not bad. Okay, wait. Point your toe down. Point it down. No,
It's
no, point.
arthritis.
Oh, you can't go any further. Oh, you're fucked.
I could train it.
No,
Oh,
you're
I got a cramp.
God, you cracked.
Oh,
Your toenail's way too long, too. That would cut through
it's
your fucking shoes.
I need a pedicure. Really
You need
bad.
something going on. Let's put the sock back on. This would be the opposite of.
Oh, it smells like that
Stop, I
man's
just touched
nutsack.
this. Goddamn.
Oh God, this is worse than when
no,
Glenn
you
stood in the
can't-
wind.
You can't dance at all. You have arthritis. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but maybe I could dance it out.
No, because you got to point. See the point. This is the you have to.
That's
have
like
the point.
a trained thing, though.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that-
The arch and the point. No, that's bad. This has to go down. It's supposed to be straight down here from like the top of the shin down.
This
This
is why.
is good. Your arch isn't bad. It's that
It's the-
toe has to go down.
Could I have it surgically put down?
It's why doesn't it go down? It's always out like that. Your toe can't go down.
No, yours is freaky. That's a freak ballerino
It's not
dancer
freak
foot.
out. That's. Can you point your toe down?
Can you?
He's pointing his toe. See, he's got a point. You can't point that toe
Oh,
down.
ow! It hurts so bad.
The other one too.
I don't know. I didn't know that I was.
I can't believe this.
This
I've never
is
seen
like.
this
I think
before.
this is arthritis.
That was better. That was better. That's more of a point.
This is fucking. It's so. That skin's so dry. It's so gross.
It's a lot of cracking happening here. This is the arthritis.
Oh yeah, no, I have like so you can't like it's not when you just look at my limbs because for people who don't know arthritis, I'm making this about me now apparently. It like starts in the like hands and feet, but like when you just if you aren't looking for anything or if you just glance at that's so interesting because I didn't know it about my toes. If you just glance at my hands, you don't go like
No,
she's
I
got
would
arthritis
never
in-
guess. No.
But nail people, I'll like and they were like constantly shoving my hand down. Like I don't even visibly notice it, but they're like, just put it down. And I'm like, it is down.
Oh, because it moves up?
There goes my dancing career.
Yeah, you can't dance with those toes. No chance in hell. It's just not going down. I don't get it. It's the bend here
Ow,
that's
it
what happened.
hurts.
Okay, well, stop
You know what,
doing it.
though?
Stop doing the
What
point.
if it's like a yoga thing? What if I could just, like
It-
maybe if it's just really, it's just stiff from lack of stretching.
Elliot pointed his toe in 2 seconds. There's no point here. Oh, did you? Oh, you did point
I
karate.
think it's a trained thing.
Oh, okay. You kicked the point. Okay.
But
yeah,
also,
yeah.
I did get thrown out of ballet in Germany at 3 years old. So maybe they just were like, your feet are... At 3,
Yeah.
they're like, no.
We don't want you here. Get the
I
hell out
mean,
here.
you want to talk about the difference.
push and
in
push
fucking-
and get. I don't know how they would say. in
9.
German.
Taking the toes and leaving the class. Vita. That
Pita,
means
pita.
please.
I did jazz for a couple years.
How was that?
I hated it.
Yeah. Have you done anything else? Any other besides?
No, just because Highland it took over my whole fucking life, and
Did it make
it
you
was-
when you're younger and like having different things sort of give you like identity? Was there any time where like made you feel cool? You're like, yeah, Highland Dance.
until people ask me. For some reason, Highland dancing is like that one thing I have to be usually drunk to do it because I just get embarrassed doing it.
yeah,
I don't know what it is. It's weird. I did a one-woman show out here.
I heard it was great. I missed
It was
that.
yeah, and I'm an idiot, and I made this wheel where I put a bunch of dances on it, and I spin the wheel, and whatever dance it landed on, I did it, and I was out of breath for way too long afterwards. Like this, I should have warmed up for this, but I don't know. I get really embarrassed doing it.
Really?
It's so strange.
No, I think that's a lot of people with their talents. Like, I think it's the difference in people who become artists as like for a living, and people who like those people who are really good at things and they never
hmm
do them publicly because it's horrific.
Yeah, and you like if you just saw me do a dance right now, you'd be like, oh my god, she's good.
Yeah.
Like from the naked eye, like for people who don't know how to dance.
People who aren't trained know
Yes.
that you have a freak toe that will forbid you from ever being good at dancing.
Yeah, I'm a good dancer to people who have no idea what dancing is. And here's the thing too: it's the only fun thing to do is when me and my sister are out drinking. We can bring out, the song. What's the song that Irish
Cotton Eye
song?
Joe? Oh,
no, the Irish song that always plays at pubs.
Yeah, every
Oh,
time all the pubs I
God,
go
no,
to.
you know it. It's a fucking
My
classic. like,
bonny lies over the ocean.
Oh. it's a stupid fucking.
I's a boy that builds a boat. I's a boy that sails her. That's
I don't know what
Old
it is.
shanty
it's
we
not
sang
coming
in
out right now, but we
choir.
would. We can. Me and my sister can dance. Like there's this one dance called the Sailor's Hornpipe, and it's like really fancy, fast footwork.
And you guys will
when
do
a
it
da- when a-
together?
When a dance circle would break out at a club, you know how those happen. People
Yeah.
break dancing. We would bop in there, do a couple little Highland moves. People went crazy.
We'd be like, oh
People
shit.
went nuts.
White girls, white girls.
Yeah, no, seriously. And then my mom, she was there. She get into it. We'd all do it together at the same
Your
time.
mom's all drunk with one
we're
eye
all
closed,
ha-
her
oh, yeah,
tip
we're all
pops
ha-
out,
yeah, we're all
but her
hammered.
feet are magic.
Yeah, they are. They were. That was exactly it. Tiptoeing around.
You and I went to like a gay line dancing night a couple months ago. And you said that you want to organize or wish you could organize like
A Cayley, it's called.
yeah.
Yes.
What's that?
So it's a live band on stage. It's like a Scottish Cayley. You do Scottish country dances. So it's much more low impact. It's a lot of old people do
Country
it.
people are big.
No, it's Scottish country dance. So it's
Their
very
toes
like
are fucked up from the gout.
older people do it. There's a lot of shuffling.
Oh,
So- and it's a
because
lot of,
they
like,
can't lift
They
their
can't
legs.
lift their legs. It's very slow. It's very
That's where
simple.
shuffle
Like
started was just people couldn't do anything.
that's all it
else.
is. It's like very like looping around people and like very simple dances. It's very fun.
So you like teach them and then people do them all to the
Yeah,
live
so I would
music?
teach them, and it's like that. What we did was way too hard. That guy was adding in way too much.
Well, he
stuff.
also was just not a good teacher.
No, he was bad.
You did this and you that, and I'm like, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's making
No.
it up as he goes.
And then he kept forgetting, and then also that was way too intricate for like an open. Like that was like an intermediate. That wasn't primary.
Yeah,
That wasn't
I mean that was
beginners.
the most LA shit I've ever seen. Where it's like, oh, you think that we're not getting discovered here?
No.
That's what it felt like. He thought like a pop artist was going to emerge from the crowd and be
Yes.
like, I need a new backup dancer.
And we were like, no, we were just trying to fucking have a fun night.
Yeah, just
And
let me
we got in trouble
two-step.
for having our drinks on the dance floor. Shut up! I'm
It's
gonna
a
drink,
bar.
idiot.
Yeah, what do you think I'm?
Fucking moron.
You think I'm here to dance sober?
Yeah, you fucking loser.
Get fucked.
Yes, but I do want to run a Cayley. So it's a live band on stage. I would explain the dances, and then we do them. And it's
Where do you get the
fucking fun as hell.
band?
I'm sure I can find a band out here.
Let me ask you this: has anyone ever accused you of cultural appropriation?
No. For all the Scottish stuff?
Yeah,
No.
because nobody cares.
There's
Are there Scottish people who are like in the competitions that like they're not even really Scottish?
No, I don't think so. My mom teaches an African American girl.
Yeah.
When I first started,
And we got to put it into that. This is Scottish. I'm just kidding.
edit that out. No, when I first started there, it was mostly white girls.
Yeah.
But now
Well,
it's
it's
much
Scottish.
more. It's much more.
Is that
it's much
dumb?
more
Are there
diverse.
there
There are, but it was just.
are
I
there
don't know,
black ethnically Scottish people?
lots. In
I
Scotland,
gotta have a
yeah.
Scottish person on to ask that.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
got it.
stupid.
There's a lot in Scotland.
That's the whole premise of the podcast. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't know anything.
What are you doing up there? It's cold. I'm just kidding. What am I talking
It's
about?
very
Please.
rainy.
I'm canceled.
You're
Get me out.
canceling this whole part of this podcast. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot now. It's much more diverse.
But it's like, yeah,
But
it's not
I
a
don't
thing
think
where
they
people are like,
no.
you shouldn't be doing this if you're
No,
Scottish.
no, not at all.
Because I think
never
that's a
felt
new
that.
thing overall where I'm like, is that even a real thing or is that just people on Twitter that are like, hey, you don't.
No, because it's also like it's a competitive form of dancing, and it's like I think
It's also sharing a culture. Yeah.
Yeah, sharing culture. And it's like you're not doing the accent.
Yeah.
Ew, I hate that. They were fucking. There's this one crazy bitch. She was so annoying. She's my sister's age. She'd come back from Scotland after we'd be there for 2 weeks.
Oh, she's
full
the
Scottish
friend.
accent.
Sorry, I've been in Scotland for a few
Literally.
weeks.
And I'd be like, what are you doing? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? You're doing a full fucking accent for no goddamn reason.
I pick up people's
was-
accents,
no,
so I
you
have empathy. But I
don't.
drop it when if someone's like, what are you doing? I'd be like, I don't know.
What do you
When
pick
I
up?
talk to people, like I think I have this problem where if I'm talking to someone for a while, I will start to like pick up their accent, and they always think I'm mimicking them. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. It's my like
Okay.
monkey mirroring animal brain that's just like, I'm also doing a British accent, and they're like, why are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I think maybe there's a part of me that's a psychopath.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
But I would never come back from a trip in Europe and be like, oh, well, I spent 3 days in Paris and it was, how do you say? Yeah,
That's exactly what these people are doing. So I'm glad.
I did. After Edinburgh, I'm really missing home,
You're
Home?
not bad at the accent.
But I feel like mine is very clearly trying to mimic a drunk Scot, like it's a man.
But they're mostly all drunk.
That's fair. They know how to party.
They do know how to party.
That's actually a lot of people don't know this. Highland dancing, I was told, used to just be it's just how they walk through the streets.
That's it. They were never even. That was just stumbling on the fucking cobblestone.
And someone's
Nobody
like,
was
"Wait,
dancing.
this is art."
Wait, put a kilt on. This is art.
Yeah, start a festival. Okay. So what? Let me make sure I haven't missed anything.
Yeah. Whether I feel like I answered quite a few things.
I feel like you
on
did.
it.
I
I'm
feel
trying
like
to
I
think
know a
what
lot
else did I-
about Highland dancing. We know when you started. We know why. Did you ever go into any Highland dance camps?
No, but there's workshops. So sometimes for like, yeah, I guess I lied. Yes, there'd be like dancing workshops where you go for like a conference. There'd be like,
Conference?
different teachers would teach you like their styles of stuff. You'd learn new steps for new dances because every year they like add new steps and change up these specific dances. I did actually a stand-up set
Oh wow.
in Calgary 5 years ago. It was every year in Canada, every province has a
Highland Games.
I think a Highland. It's like a week long like Canadian Championships. It's called. So there's like a bunch of dances go all across Canada. There's like a big competition of all the best reps in each province do this big competition. A bunch of other people can go, whatever. So I get asked to do a 20-minute inspirational stand-up talk about Highland dancing.
Wow.
Oh yeah. The year before,
Inspired everyone to quit.
the year
and
before,
start
I
making potatoes out of a
fucking should
truck.
have. The year before, they had a gold medal Olympian, a Canadian gold medal Olympian. The year before, doing her big speech, and then they asked me. And this is when I wasn't like, I think I just moved to LA. This was 8 years ago. Sorry, it was longer. 8 years ago.
That's so funny.
So I had nothing. I had no credits.
She's
I was
in
a bum.
Hollywood.
Oh, I was living on my friend's couch. I was sucking gross dicks. I was gross as hell. So I go out there and I'm like, my mom is so nervous. She was like fucking
like,
panicking.
she's gonna
She's
ruin
gonna
me.
ruin this. She's gonna do bad. And they're like, you cannot swear at all. You can't say anything.
Well, that's the least Scottish thing I've
Damn
ever heard.
Darn it, nothing. So I'm like freaking out because I swear
yeah.
every second word. I'm like, I'm trying so hard. So I started off and I was like, so it has to be inspirational too. So I had to be like, so I made it about like following your dreams, whatever, about like stand up. I made it more about stand up than dancing. And I was like, dancing was a good start for it because
Got me on stage.
Yeah, it got
and
me to find out who I was and made me independent. All this fucking
learn
bullshit.
to laugh at myself.
So I said something at one point and it kind of got like I think I said like, damn it. And the whole crowd went like audible. So there's probably 1,000 people in this huge auditorium.
Because you said, damn it.
There's ages, literally babies to 90-year-old people.
I would have snapped.
I went, the audible gasp, I went, don't Google me if that was offensive. The next morning, my mom's pissed.
Oh, you're in the front page of the newspaper.
So many girls, like younger girls, went and Googled me. And the first video to come up was this video of me being this gross mermaid. where I'm this have you seen my mermaid video? I'm literally in a full mermaid costume. I'm disgusting. I'm like, you ever suck dick for crack? And it's like me with a cigarette, like saying the most horrendous shit. And this mother came up to me the next day. She's like, well, I guess I have to teach my daughter what crack is. I was like, sorry. She's like, yes, you told the girls to Google you, and they all did.
I said, don't Google me. Take care of your
I said,
I'm sorry.
no, it was insane. And she
It
goes,
is no one but your fault if your kid is Googling things they shouldn't know.
sorry. Yeah. And she was fine with it, but I could tell she was kind of pissed, but like, it was fine. They never asked me again to do it, but the speech
it was
itself
the
was
best.
fine.
If people guessed, damn
I
it.
did the potato story too. That killed. I will say that killed.
And there was probably people there that are like, I know that potato.
A lot of people know the potato. This potato story killed.
That's what you have after a good competitive dance.
I was like, don't end it in the middle of it, but
That's
finish the sword dance. It was interesting. I'll never do that again, but I'm glad I did it, and it was fun, and there we are.
damn. Any advice for anyone who wants to get into Highland dancing?
Any advice for anybody?
Or if somebody wants to see it, should they just Google like
They
local
Google-
Highland games?
Honestly, if you honestly want to get into it, I'm being dead ass serious right now. DM me, because I can hook you up with good teachers. My mom's.
How funny would it be if this episode came out and you got thousands of DMs?
That'd be honestly, if you have kids, you're listening, want your kids to do it. Honestly, DM me. I can find you a good teacher in your state or in your province in Canada.
Damn.
Like literally, I'm in that. I'm in it. I can get it.
This is the mafia, but for stomping over swords.
But just don't be a crazy dance mom. You don't have to be nuts. You just be casual. But, don't push your kids to do things.
Any
they don't
crazy
wanna do.
dance mom stories before we get out of here?
Yeah, there's the one Michael's wife and her sister would sit in the front row with a stuffed animal.
Oh, hey, that's why her kids are calling you crying.
Oh yeah, there's something weird. And they would do the dance, the whole dance. They'd mimic the dance with the stuffed animal. It was a teddy bear, and they would do all the moves with the teddy bear's feet, and the girl would watch the bear. It was fucking bizarre.
That's psychotic.
No, it was weird.
You guys, just let your kids be. Don't try to fucking, just as a general thing. And it's hard, probably. I don't know. I have a dog. Quit trying to live your dreams to your kids, you
Yes.
fucking losers.
Oh, because a lot of the dance moms were wanting to be dancers. And here's what I'll say about dancing. You can tell pretty quickly if your daughter's gifted in dancing or your son, whoever.
Yeah, I think it's
Don't force them if they ain't good.
no.
If they want to do it, let them do it. But guess what? If they ain't good, find something else.
Yeah, find the thing they're good at. Or like, that's how it's like, if your kid really likes doing something and maybe they're not that good, but they love it, let them do it. If they're like, don't force them to keep doing something.
No.
I mean, I really don't think you should do it at all, but I mean, like, they're really good. What are you going to do?
I mean,
No,
yeah.
that's your money maker. What? I mean, we wouldn't have Michael Jackson if you didn't just abuse your kids. But,
Right? There we go. And
well, which is maybe we shouldn't have had him. I don't know. People have different opinions.
Here we go. On the Michael Jackson
But
thing.
Thriller.
It's a good music video.
It is.
But yeah, that's what I'd say. Don't force them. It's it. It's very. It's also expensive. Highland dancing is very expensive.
Yeah, it's
The
also you
kits
get
are
one childhood.
expensive.
Let people be happy.
I will say no. The traveling and like the camaraderie, whatever I have with I'm still like
Friends.
close friends with some dancers I was with
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah, that part is nice. And the traveling was crazy. Like I saw so much of the States and so much of Scotland, and
That you wouldn't have
I would never have.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Do you think that some, even though like what you do is so far from Highland dancing now, well, you're still performing, but like, do you think there's any fundamental part of your personality that like was shaped from Highland dancing?
Yes, I think my whole stage presence.
Yeah.
I'm up there. I'm
Yeah, that is.
squatting,
You sort
I'm
of
bopping
are,
around. I'm full Highland up there.
Yeah, you are sort of
Yeah.
like even
I'm
you're
bending
talking
my
is
knees
sort of like the
constantly.
stomping version
Yeah, it is. It really
of
is.
talking. All right. Well,
Am I teaching you to do the fling?
before we do that, in case one of us passes away, who knows which one of us it would be? In case my flat foot is the end of me, my toe just trips me up and I break my neck. Tell people where to follow you and find you and see you. And, I mean, they'll find you. It's all tagged on the
I'm
thing.
dying. At Steph Tolev on Instagram.
All right.
Listen to my podcast, Steph Infection, for God's sakes. But
Yeah.
yeah, follow me on Instagram. I'm doing a big tour, and come see me.
Yeah, go see her. She's so fucking funny in person. And we're gonna cut right here. And if you aren't listening, if you aren't watching on YouTube, head over to the YouTube because
Gonna see
I'm
you.
about to try to learn a Highland dance. All right.
So, we start in first position, okay? Fists on the hips. Okay. Let's see.
How am I?
so far?
How do I look?
Okay, so at the beginning of every dance, you count 8. So stand for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bow, 2, 3, 4, back up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's how you start every Highland dance.
Okay.
So
Bow.
we're doing the first step of the Highland fling, okay?
Okay.
So, you're gonna put one hand up, one hand on the hip, middle finger. Look at you, nailed it. A little bit bend, a little kind of relaxed. Yes. Okay. So you're gonna hop on the left foot, and we're gonna use just the right foot right now. Okay.
So we're gonna.
So you're gonna go hop point, hop.
Should hear my hip.
Put foot in the ground.
It's pointing.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Hop, put to the back of your leg. Now let's hug it to the front.
Oh shit.
And then back to the back. Okay, that's one side. So let's try that. Let's just try that from the beginning. So
Body.
hop,
around.
hop point,
Okay, wait.
hop point, hop back, hop front, hop back. Yes. Okay, great. Now we switch sides. Other side. Hop point,
Hop point.
switch arms.
Up. Hop
Hop
point.
point, hop back, hop front, hop back. Other side again. One more time.
Oh shit.
Hop point,
Point.
hop back,
Back.
hop front, hop back.
Back.
Now it's gonna get crazy.
Dancing.
Now we're doing this, but we're turning.
Excuse me.
So you put the arm down, and you're gonna go back to the left foot, and you're gonna go hop point, hop back, hop front, hop back.
Hop front.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, they're all nervous. That's the wrong side. No, what are you doing? Okay. Let's try that from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, fist.
Okay. Fist.
Stand,
Out.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bow, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hop point, hop back. Oh, you're killing it. Point, hop back, front, back, hop point, hop back, hop front, hop back. And then the fourth one you turn.
Okay. And then the fourth one we go.
Okay, you do this yourself. I'm gonna teach you. That's fine. Okay, stand. Okay. Bow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hop other side.
Damn it!
Your other arm. No,
wait,
your other arm. Yes.
Okay, wait.
Hop point, hop back, hop front, hop back. Other side. Hop point, hop back, hop front, hop back. Other side one more time. Hop point, hop back, hop front, hop back. Now turn, hop point, hop back, hop front, hop back. Yes.
Ta-da!
That's half of the first step.
That's half?
That's half the first step. There's 4 steps. Usually 6 steps.
Excuse me.
There's 4. Hey, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Highland dancing is crazy. You jump the whole fucking time.
Okay. Okay, what's the next step?
You want a second step?
There's one more step.
Okay, toe heel it's called.
Okay.
Okay, it's hot. Same classic. Hop point, hop back, hop front, hop back, and now both hands down. You're gonna go toe in the middle, heel, hop heel, hop toe, hop heel, hop 2 more times, toe, heel, and then the turn 2, 3, 4. You can't get the turn. The turn's bad for you.
Okay, wait. If I could just get one turn, I'm 60.
Yes. So when you want to do, you want to start the first hop at the front wall, second hop back corner, the other corner, back to the same.
Okay, so boom.
Yes. Hop
Boom.
corner, hop back.
Oh, we skipped this corner?
No, corner, front.
Oh, so it's like 3 points.
Yes.
Oh, I was doing quarters.
No. Let's do 3 points.
So you go
Point,
boom,
corner,
boom,
corner.
boom. Huzzah!
There we go.
And that's how you do it, kids.
And that's how you do it. And that's that.
Thank you. Give me a big sweaty hug. My God, it smells like Glenn's balls in here. All right, well, go follow Steph. I think I'm gonna pass away.
It's hard.
It's so hard.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Wait, wait. Are you still recording? You give us a full 4-step.
No way, I'll die.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
I'll die.
5, 6, 7, 8. Ha, ha, da, dee, ta, ta, ta.